Hello, everyone. This is Benita Walker coming to you from benitawalker.com. And today I am going to share with you how to plan and launch your first webinar. There's certain tools you're going to need to start with. To do this for free, you are going to use Google Hangouts. You need a chat box, so I'm using Chatwing. And you will need a website, a place to embed or house your webinar. What you will learn is how to host a webinar, how to set up a webinar using Google Hangouts, and also how to set up the chat box. Now, I'm just going to go through a list of what steps you're going to take, but clearly I will be showing you each step individually, step by step. So just bear with me. You don't need to take notes on this part. So here's the setup. The first thing you're going to do is log into Google+. If you do not have a Google account, you're going to have to establish one in order to use Google+. Then you're going to visit the Google Hangouts page. Third, you will create a new Hangout. And fourth, you're going to grab the embed code and put it into your website. To create your chat box using Chatwing, you're going to go to the chatwing.com website and create a new chat box. If you are not a member, you will have to sign up for your free membership. Number two, edit the look of your chat box. So if you have certain colors that you normally use to market your product, you're going to learn how to change the colors and anything else on your chat box. And third, you're going to also embed the chat box onto your website because you will need a place to house both the webinar as well as your chat box. Now, here are some tips you might want to take notes on. Keep these tips in mind. When you're doing your webinar, you want to open your chat box on your phone or tablet. That way, if you are using full screen, you can still see the chat on another device. Number two, always put your phone and computer on the do not disturb mode. And three, don't forget to mention where your prospect will find your offer button. Too often I've seen webinars where the offer is there, but the commentator forgets to mention where the offer button is. A lot of times you have to scroll down to find it. So here I go. I'm getting ready to show you how to set up each part of your webinar step by step. First thing you're going to do is open up a new tab, and you're going to go to Google+. There's two ways to get there. Now, I'm already signed in to Google because you can tell by the words Gmail, images, and my little icon of a picture up here in the upper right-hand corner. So I can simply go to the center part of this where there looks like a square, but it's actually 9 smaller squares made into the shape of a larger square, and I click on that. It opens up a new dialog box with a lot of little icons, and I'm going to scroll down to the one that says Google+. Click on that, and Google+ is open. Now, in the upper left-hand corner where you see the word Home, all you have to do is hover over it or click the downward arrow, and it will open up a new dialog box where you can find Hangouts. And there it is. I'm not going to click on Hangouts just yet because I want to show you the second way to get to Google+. So again, let's just say I opened up a new browser window. And let's just say I don't have this Google account already open. In my new browser window up in the address bar, I'm going to simply type plus, P-L-U-S, period, google.com. That will also take me to the home page of my Google account. And again, if you do not already have a Google account, you will have to sign up for one in order to use Google Plus and Hangouts. So again, here I am on my home screen for Google Plus, and I'm going to go to the upper left-hand corner and hover over the home button, scroll down to where it says Hangouts. When I click on Hangouts, it will open up a new page that gives me another home and Hangouts on air as my two choices. So I'm going to click Hangouts on air. And that's what I want. You get this new page with this big gold button that says create a Hangout on air. So I'm just going to click on that. And here it is, ready for me to start or set up my Hangout. It says give it a name. I'm going to just call this Practice Hangout. And the next box asks you to tell what it's all about. So you can put any description in here you want. I'm going to just put just for practice, just to make it quick. And then you're asked, do you want to start it now or start it later? Normally, when you are doing a webinar, you are going to start it later. So you're going to click on later and select the date as well as the time. Now, what I'm setting up a webinar, if it's a 1 hour webinar, I'm going to choose about 2.5 to 3 hours for the duration, only because I want to make sure that I have all of my ducks in a row, I's dotted, T's crossed, okay? You may not need as much time, but you may need this kind of time when you're first starting out, but it's up to you. I'm not going to start this later. I'm going to click on the Now button because I'm going to show you right now how to do the webinar. It states here that this broadcast will be publicly available and promoted on Google Plus and YouTube. Now, chances are for your first practice, you do not want it publicly available. So here where it says audience, you notice this button is green and it says public. You're going to click on that and type in an email address that you don't use very often. So I'm going to type in one that I don't use often. And this is the only email that will get an invite to this particular webinar. So the public will not see it. YouTube will not have access to it, at least not publicly. Notice the color now is blue. Once the audience is changed to blue, you know everyone will not see it, only the individuals you choose. But as you notice, it says you could choose your circles in Google, have it open to the public, extended circles, friends, and just include all the people you want to share this with. I don't want to share it with anyone, so I simply put my old email address in here, made sure my audience color is changed to blue and not green for the public. And next, I am going to click share. And this is the page you're going to get.